skin so lit like a candle. You tryna hate? Nah, that's a scandal.
I'm so lit right now. Okay.
I'm so lit right now, your life is so boring. While you're sleeping on me, I can hear you snoring. I'm so lit right now, my phone is always wet. Making vids right now, I'm gonna be the best. Lit up in T-Ville, and in high school, counting big subs. Okay, my first meal. All the boys go crazy off that first verse.
I'm so lit right.
Hello and welcome. We've got a Div B West matchup coming at you here. We have Massive Whiff going up against 10 Armor. We are looking to get started right away. We're not even going to do much jibber jabbing here. Do want to mention I've got myself joined here by Axel Foley. How's it going, Axel?
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm looking forward to watch this match.
Yeah, well, let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Starting the game off, first is going to be Battlefield of Eternity. What are you looking for from these teams on this map?
Probably some race. Expecting to see some Hanzo, maybe some Vala, Raymond, some of the stereotypical picks.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely seems to be the picks on this map. Get your race. Hanzo very popular as well. Looking to see if either one of these teams go with an Artanis. I know that there's some Artanis players in this game we've got going on here. So I'm looking to see if they pick up Artanis, if they pick up something like you said, the Hanzo, the Greymane, the Vala. Lots of good characters on here for that race. They're going to start out with a white main ban on the side of Massive Whiff. They do not want to deal with that white main.
Yeah, I also think you might want to put priority towards tanks in this map too, because there's a lot of head-on-head collision as far as like laning. It's only 2 lanes. It's a lot more team fighting going on. So having a good tank could really put you ahead.
Yeah, definitely. The tanks are going to be important, you know. Tanks can really make a big difference, and they're just going to ban the Deckard out. We're just cutting down these top-rate healers right off the bat, just support choking this game out right from the start. Not a bad way to start it off.
Yeah, it's really curious because I know that 10 Armor likes to use Deckard Cain, so it's really interesting to. I'm kind of curious on what their team comp is going to be like for this match.
And there's that Artanis ban that I was talking about. Not surprised to see that. He's got a lot of race, right? I mean, he's going to be able to get a lot of damage onto the Immortal, so it's not a surprise to see that ban there.
Yeah.
Hanzo.
So that's good, man.
Another race ban. Still a lot of good racers left up, like you said, the Vala, Greymane. Even some other picks like Thrall. You know, Thrall can be pretty good on this map as well, so I would not be surprised to see something like Thrall come through.
Thrall on the 4-man, Thrall on the solo.
Yeah, either or. You know, he's got pretty good race potential. We're going to get the Garrosh pickup on the side of Massive Whiff and going straight into a Genji.
Snapbot.
And the Diablo. Not surprised to see those picked there. We know 10 Armor pretty well. I'm guessing Genji's going to be picked up by Dragon and Diablo picked up by Jestrin here. Both really good heroes that these guys play. They're really comfortable on those heroes. Not only are they comfort picks, but they're also very strong picks here at the top of the draft.
Yeah.
See what Massive Whiff decides to go into now. Now Furion and Tahaka. Tahaka's really good on this map, you know, even though it's a 2-lane map, he's able to get a lot of value, split and push on those on the lanes while the Immortals are going. If you need him to, he can also get a pretty good sneaky rotation if you jump down and make a uneven fight 5v4.
Yeah, there's a lot of shadows in this map, so it allows them to really use it. He can go anywhere easily on this map because of that. I don't not exactly sure how well he is on the race. I don't think he's really that great.
No good race there for sure.
He could get out rotated on though pretty fast, meaning that he could get ganked if 10 armor decides to make those rotations to gank him.
Yeah, definitely. And the Morales ban, that's a weird one. I don't think that's like a big pickup for 10 armor. I could be wrong. I haven't watched all their games. They're gonna jump into the Karazim. That's a pretty good race healer and a Phoenix. Really strong dive comp coming out right now on the side of 10 armor. This I really like this. This is kind of just what they like to do. This is their comfort zone. Just going full dive, just go in and just push buttons and see if you can kill somebody. I think it's a really good start on the side of 10 armor. Let's see how Massive Whiff decides to respond. Lunara and Greymane. That's some really good race there coming out on the side of Massive Whiff. Lunara can talent into doing a little bit more damage to the Immortal. It's not always taken, but it is something that she can talent into. And of course, Greymane, one of the better racers in the game. Just a really good race potential from him overall.
Do you like the Lunara pick, especially with the Karazim healer? But with the Zarya, it makes sense now. They have a double healer on there, so that really counters that Lunara pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good pickup there on the side of 10 armor, going with the Zarya. I'm not convinced that it's gonna win them team fights or the Immortal. They're gonna have to defend a lot, but the shields are gonna help. You know, they're gonna help so that they don't get burned down too quick, like you said, dealing with the Lunara. Since Karazim isn't the biggest output healer in the game, it'll give them a way to mitigate a little bit more of that damage.
My guess is it's all going to depend on the Greymane. Meaning, if the Greymane blows this load and gets in there really quick, and Zarya is able to bubble, then that leaves Greymane vulnerable for them to counter and kill him. But if Greymane plays a little bit patient, wait for that bubbles at the right moment to be on cooldown, and if he strikes, I think Massive Whiff could win every team fight.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a good way to put it. But here we go, jumping into game number 1. Here, once this bar finally loads, just waiting on, doesn't look like anybody, but we're not jumping into the game right away here.
It's loading.
It's loading. Trying to figure out where to go here. Oh, Lampico's has his hamsters running at full speed right now to try to get this going.
This seems to happen randomly, at least to one person.
Yeah.
It's just this game. It's broken.
This was the pick of 10 armor, as I was saying before. I think they got the comp that they wanted for this game.
Right.
The sustain heal is definitely going in favor of Massive Whiff. They've got the Malfurion there, but it's really there's gonna be a lot riding on Diablo and Genji to really make some plays and make them happen fast.
Right.
What ult do you think Zarya is gonna go with?
I don't know. It just depends on what Phoenix picks, you know. Really, like if she goes Gravitron, then I guess see the Phoenix go like Planet Cracker, you know.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be a thing.
What they want to accomplish.
Yeah, I think that might be a thing for sure. I think that's where I was leaning towards as well. So here we go. Into game number 1, we've got 10 armor on the left-hand side with Jestrin on the Diablo, the Dragon on Genji. We've got Lampico on the Karazim, Dagny on Zarya, and Yummy Cupcake on the Phoenix. On the right-hand side, we have Massive Whiff with Zane on Greymane, Ruben Ripper on Malfurion. We've got Demelelu on Garrosh, Mama's Meat on Lunara, and Kaina on Dahaka. I think that's how you say it, Kaina. And here we go. Team's going straight into some brawling here. gonna get things started here in this game.
So Gesture is not normally the normal tank for 10 armor, right?
No, Dave is usually their tank. He is gone right now. They're gonna get some brawling started. Destrin does play a lot of Diablo though, I know that, so he's definitely not uncomfortable with this role.
Right.
Gets the flip and the push on to Garrosh.
Oh, nice
Garrosh
start.
taking a lot of damage and gets blown up there. Good focus fire on the side of 10 armor.
So it looks like Kedzin took Iron Fist, so he's going all damage.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. They're going for the damage here. They're going for the dive. They're going to dive onto that team and do what they can. Jester taking some tower shots here. Dagny willingly taking some tower shots to build up that. Oh, Lampico in a little deep. Oh my goodness, gets a heal. He's not gonna make it out. He doesn't have a shield. He doesn't have a heal. Oh my goodness, he was down to 8 health.
Yeah. Wow.
Made it out.
That was insane.
That was a pretty wild dive there, jumping into them under their towers, but he's able to do it. And right now 10 armor hasn't sniffed out there's a camp going, but Jestrin figures it out. A little too late though. They're going to be able to root him and keep him in place. And they're going to get that camp there at the bottom.
Yeah, that was a good pickup by Whiff.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see how things are going up in the top lane. Yummy's gonna have an easy time on this Phoenix against Dahaka. You know, it's one of those situations where Dahaka's, I mean, it's just not a great matchup for him, right? So the toss comes out onto Jestrin. He pushes him back into the towers. Zane doing a lot of damage with the Greymane, and Lampico's gonna have to back away.
Gesture went with Fear.
Yeah, Feast on Fear. Yeah.
I don't exactly sure. I mean, from my personal experience, I feel like that's not the best way to go. I think you just get too much from the other talent where you get the globes.
Yeah, from the globes, Devils do. This map you know, I definitely think either one is appropriate. It's one of those situations where you're gonna get a lot from the Devils do when you have the opportunity to get those globes, but they're not always available over these shrine points. So having that extra health in the team fights through wall bangs and the flips will help. He gets a big wall bang onto the Malfurion, saves him by pulling him out of that stun though.
Yeah,
and
he did the suplex a little too early there.
Yeah, definitely. And big old brawls breaking out here. Jestrin playing like a madman on Diablo, gets a shield from Dagny. And they're going to be bullying them out of here. Dagny gets grabbed by the tongue on Dahaka and is going to get burned down here. Genji jumps in and grabs the double kill there onto Greymane and Malfurion, doing a great job with those resets. And they're chasing him. Oh, but Jestrin's going to get forced under the towers. He's under 3 towers right now. This is not a good place to be. He's going to take a lot of damage, and he's not going to be able to get out of this one. Lampico.
Yeah, it's definitely really unnecessary there. They had a really good lead there. Just go straight to the immortal.
Yeah, they had a good double kill, you know. Took a little bit of extra unneeded damage. Got that bloodlust going on and didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
Down here at the bottom, Dagny's trying to stop them from racing, but he's not going to be successful on his own. He can't stop that. So 10 armor's gonna have to defend right now, I think. Yummy Cupcake's taking a lot of damage here. Lunara almost dead though. Genji gets rooted. He's gonna be able to jump out the burrow from Dahaka. Jestrin just going deep, putting out the damage. Good ground breaker. Oh, and the grenade from Zarya takes out Greymane. Great job there. Gets tossed over into the other camp. Genji jumping in. Oh my goodness, great heals from Malfurion there to keep the Lunara alive though.
And they need to hurry up and put some damage onto their immortal.
Tossed again. Playing just deep The tanks here all alone in a
Oh,
5v2 situation. This is a really rough place to be right now. No shields coming out from Zarya right now. But on the other side, they are going to be able to get the Immortal. They were racing that whole time. So the
Could have been worth
the
it.
death might have been worth it, yeah.
It wasn't ideal, but since they got the Immortal, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. Alright. Immortal pressing on down here. But 10 Armor's gonna opt to go down to bottom lane. Have them free clear on this Immortal. They're just looking that maybe they were looking to try to gank, maybe they're looking to just take these towers down. Oh, but Jeffrey's going in. The tanks seem to have a different plan than the rest of the team. They've got the Zarya and the Diablo kind of on their own wavelength, while the rest of the team is doing
It's kind of
something
odd.
else.
It wasn't that bad of an idea, though. I mean, they knew they were already like, whoa,
Big
just
slam.
went really far in there.
The friendly toss out by Garage to save his Lunara. Tahaka falling low though. Is the suplex gonna be up? No, he grabs him with the tongue though. Real low, but Genji gets tossed and taken out. Some greedy plays coming out on the side of 10 Armor. Really trying to force these deaths. But they're paying for them with their own lives right now. Another tongue coming out from the Dahaka, and they've pinned Jestrin into a corner, but he suplexes his way out of that one. Trying to save Yummy from being burned down, but he might pay for it with his own life. Gets tossed back into the team, and he's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Right before the Immortal, and he's gonna lose all of his souls. He had 100 souls, and so he's gonna lose them all for that. Right before the Immortal.
Yeah, I don't know what you would think, but for me is I would be really concentrating, probably try to get 10, or try to get as much damage down this first round, and then concentrate on 10 in the second one. Because most likely, if you're 10 armor, you're probably gonna lose this Immortal, because Massive Whiff is gonna get 10 right away.
Yeah, they're both gonna get 10 pretty close here. Yummy Cupcake's down on the bottom, getting the clear. He is getting focused. He gets interrupted on his teleport, and he is gonna be taken down. That's level 10 for Massive Whiff. Great pick off there by Massive Whiff. Now they're just gonna get started working on their Immortal. Level 10s are picked up here on the side of 10 armor. The Phoenix will be up in about 3 seconds. Be back into the fight. We did get the Graviton Surge. Phoenix hasn't picked up the talent yet. Destrin only at 10 stacks right now, 15 stacks right now, so he doesn't have a ton of health. Gets the friendly toss. The big Graviton Surge and the Planet Cracker. Great combination. They even stacked the Lightning Breath on top of it. They were only able to get 1 kill, but the rest of the team is very, very low.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy on, but I think they can clean up on their next team fight.
They're really
they're
going.
overextending again. They just really need to learn how to. All right, we won a team fight. Let's go handle the objective.
Exactly. They're really bloodlusty right now. They had like you said, they did well.
They wasted all their time. Massive Whiff has the whole team up now. It's like just useless. It's like a useless team fight.
Destrin fighting the whole team back there. Really low on souls still, only 30 souls, and he's gonna go down. The go for the throat takes him out. Lampico's getting really low as well, and he's gonna be taken out as well. They almost got the halftime show. Yummy gets rooted, taunted, and down goes Phoenix. He is gonna be out of there now. Zarya gets thrown back into the team, body blocked by Garrosh, and down goes Zarya.
And the staggered deaths are going to be the end of 10 armor here. I mean, having those staggered deaths like that it just sucks. It doesn't allow you to be as one team, as one unit.
Dahaka comes in from behind. He's a good drag onto Gesture, and the toss on Gesture, and he pops the arm or the lightning breath right away, but he's gonna go down fast. Does not have any heals there with him to help him sustain through that, and was too low on life. Tranquility comes out from, oh, there's the Planet Cracker and the 7-sided strike and the Graviton Surge. All together, they do get a good kill onto the Malfurion. But
That
they,
massive taunt was pretty beautiful though. It interrupted Planet Cracker. That was a great move.
yeah, and they are able to bring this back right now. Let's see if they focus on the objective instead of doing too much damage to the enemy team. Dragon goes in for a great kill, but he's going to get tongued and burned down. Trade of a kill. Not the end of the world.
The Dragon does an awesome job of following up, knowing the targets that he needs to go, but he doesn't really, it doesn't seem like he realized that Dahaka's there. That Dahaka can really kill him, and it has killed him every single time.
Yeah. This is, oh my goodness. That went down fast. Great job by 10 Armor getting the kill onto Greymane. The Dahaka's taking a lot of damage, and down goes the Malfurion. This is just a massive brawl they've got going on here. Watch out, you're going to get taunted over the wall. Does he have Chaff Charge back over to the other side? I don't think he does. They're going to have to break him out of this cage right here, but he's going to be able to get out.
That was one of the craziest fights I've seen.
They got a lot of kills there. Their bloodlust finally paid off. Never stopping for the kill. And this Immortal is going to be doing a lot of damage. They did opt to leave the Diablo down the bottom lane, though, to try to get this bottom fort.
I don't know if that's worth it. Well, Dahaka went down, so it could be an even match.
On to Genji. He's going to be able to walk away. That Immortal is down. They're going to back away, and rightfully so. Get out of there. Dahaka and Diablo just having a field day down here. Dodges the tongue. Massive whiff running them down right now.
They just want to fight.
These teams like brawl. Tosses out the Malfurion.
Normally I would say 10 Armor don't fight, but they can. But they really choose to right now because Massive Whip doesn't have a fort for them to retreat to.
Dagny's all alone here, but he's able to walk away. They do not have even team right now. Dagny gonna go down. There's some miscommunication going on here. I don't know why 10 Armor is choosing to fight this fight that they don't have all their members for. Phoenix and Diablo are down on the bottom.
Yeah, that was really odd.
And Massive Whiff had 4 up top.
Really odd. And then now they want to come and defend. It's just,
now they're gonna go in.
Might as well just push the bottom.
Uses the lightning breath. Putting a lot of damage out, but nobody's actually going down right now except for Gestrant. So he's probably going to pay for that with his life, and he does. So they lose another one. He loses his souls again. Just some interesting decisions here. Taking these fights. They probably don't need to.
Yeah.
And they lost their talent advantage, or they lost their level advantage. Now they're down about a half a level.
Like I was saying, I don't think it was a total bad idea to fight in that scenario if they were all there, but they were so split up. They were undermanned, and it just wasn't an intelligent move.
Yeah. And the race is going to favor the side of Massive Whiff, you know. It's gonna favor them pretty heavily on these sniffing out the bush here. Dahaka going in the back line. Gesturing gets tossed into the back. The big, and the taunt comes out to interrupt the Planet Cracker. Genji popping off though. Dragon doing what he can. Gets 2 kills there. Limpico putting some damage out. Yummy gets tossed in, and he is going to pay for it. No, he's able to teleport out. Great shield from Zarya. Genji gets the isolation put onto him, but he's going to run away as fast as he possibly can. Limpico getting real close to dying here. He's going to get a shield from Zarya, and he's still alive. But down goes 2 members. Dagny, the only final person alive, and they're going to probably lose this immortal this time.
Well, it was an incredible comeback for Massive Whiff. You know, even though they have the name Massive Whiff, they're definitely not whiffing their team fights right now. They're actually doing the complete opposite. They're down a person and they're able to come back and survive.
Yeah, you know, Yummy's gonna have to on the Phoenix. Phoenix is gonna have to be careful of that taunt. That Planet Cracker goes across the whole entire map, so he doesn't need to be right there in order to get it.
Right.
He's gonna have to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out, you're gonna get tossed, and he gets tossed in, rooted, and burned down.
So blow me over. That was embarrassing.
That is a rough toss there. Limpico able to possibly get out, but he gets burned down from that poison. Another big toss, but Genji's gonna be able to dash away. This game is going from bad to worse for the likes of 10 Armor right now. The toss comes out, Dragon's able to dash away. The tongue misses from the Dahaka. This Immortal still has more than half health. And Massive Whiff is just saying, we're going to take this right now. I think that's a good decision from them. A big Gravity Surge comes out, but there's no follow-up on the Planet Cracker yet. And right now, that's a 1-for-1 trade, but the core is just taking too much damage, and that's going to be GG Massive Whiff.
Wow, what a game. Full excitement. Entertaining and exciting.
Entertaining. Yeah, that's oh boy, that's a lot of bloodlust coming out, you know? Just a lot of fighting.
You know, I gotta say, I was really impressed by Massive Whip here, because their execution in their team fights. Every time you saw a throw from Garrosh, their Greyman would go in right away. You'll see him every time, just go in there and start putting that DPS out. You know, they did a really good job being as one unit, and that allowed them to win all the team fights. As far as 10 Armor actually didn't have that bad of a comp. I liked what they were going for. I saw a lot of potential in that. I think if they actually could clean up a lot of their gameplay and play as one unit, they could have won this game. I see that in that composition that they had there. But it was a great game.
Yeah, very good game by both teams.
And I want to mention, if you guys are new to the channel, please follow.
Possibly get out, but he gets. Is the stream really laggy?
I can't tell.
I can't tell either. I can't tell if it's just me or.
Nobody said anything in the chat, so I think we're all right.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Just need to add the teams. Yeah, you know, well played by both teams. I agree. I think the drafts were good by both teams. I don't think that was a big issue. It was more just, you know, making sure. I think there was a lot of questionable decisions on the side of 10 Armor that lost them that
Definitely.
game.
But you gotta let that go.
Yeah, move on to game 2.
As a competitor, and you really do. You gotta, as hard as it may be, you gotta really let those things go and just move on to the next game.
That's right.
Whole new game, new opportunities, new strategy. Just try to work on the new stuff.
Yep. I totally agree. Gotta just do what you can.
Start putting that DPS out.
Alright, just getting these teams into the lobby right now. Next map is going to be on Infernal Shrines. This is Massive Whiff's map pick. Just waiting for everybody to get into the lobby right now, and then we'll get started. If you haven't, please drop us a follow.
Yeah, follow the channel. Really helps us out.
Yeah, you know, like you were saying, going back to what you were saying about the game, you gotta forget it. You know, for anybody who's in NGS, when you lose a game, you gotta just reset, go into the next game, know that you have the tools to win. You just made some decisions. It's a brand new game. You can you can get in there and win, right? So that's what you got to do. Camera is laggy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ryan at 2 a.m. says the camera is laggy. I thought it looked a little laggy myself. I'm sorry. I don't know what the why it's lagging right now.
He said that my camera's laggy.
Oh, Axel's camera. Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
I'm not worried about that.
Tonight.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I thought the camera was laggy for the game.
Let us know if the game is laggy, and we'll try to figure out that.
Yeah, I don't even know what that would be. It looked like it might be a little laggy myself, but that's okay. It's whatever. All right,
we'll try to
here we
fix
go.
that for next time.
I think I just need to restart my computer, to be honest. All right, jumping into game number 2. Infernal Shrines. Oops.
I'm your huckleberry.
There we go. There's a follow. Thank you so much to Ryan at 2 a.m. for the follow.
Yeah.
I'm your huckleberry.
All right, got another follow. Who's that? Ryan Skelly. Thanks a lot, man. Ryan Skelly, one of the two. Got the Asmodan ban and the Whitemane ban again. Asmodan really good on this map. Not surprised to see that ban come out. You know, that's a really solid ban on the side of 10 armor. And then Whitemane, again, another solid ban. And they don't want to deal with that Garrosh. They had enough of that. Was played really well on the side of Massive Whiff last game. Not surprised to see that ban come out either. Just some respect bans coming out here on the side of 10 armor.
I think it's Ryan's Kelly, kind of like Chris's Ruth, or Ruth Chris's Steakhouse.
Chris's Ruth.
Ruth Chris Steakhouse, kind of like that.
And the Cho'Gall ban. I do know that 10 armor has played Cho'Gall on this map. So it's not surprising to see. They lost, but it's not surprising to see that ban. Nobody wants to play against Cho'Gall, right? I mean, it's
yeah. No matter what. I mean, I remember last time we casted, you said that it took the unstoppable. Yeah, that was definitely OP, but he's still broke.
He's still annoying. He's just annoying.
He's so far off of a meta that they construct in this game. I don't think it's right.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Dahaka picked up. Dahaka was played very well on the side of Massive Whiff last game. Really excited to see them pick that one up again. Limpico plays a really good Deckard can, so I'm looking for a lot of big things out of him in this game on the Deckard. Able to pick that great healer up here on the side of 10 armor. And Kael'thas on the side of Massive Whiff. That's a great character for this map. Able to clear out those shrines really, really well. And they go for the Johanna, Phoenix. Phoenix worked out well for them for the most part. Aside from getting caught by Garrosh a couple times, it was a really good character for them to pick up. So great pickup there. Johanna, super solid, unkillable tank. Well, not unkillable, but damn near unkillable. So good pickups by both teams. Both teams really seem to draft pretty well. What do you think?
Yeah, so far it's really good. Really, I probably would have respected the Haka over the Garrosh, in my opinion. I don't think the Garrosh, I mean, even though he's impactful and he had great taunts and everything, but that Dahaka, his tongues were on point last game. And that really caused him a lot of problems. And I think that would have been a better fit, especially on this map. This map is great for Dahaka because it's a 3-lane map. He has really good shrine clear when he uses his W.
Yeah.
And just wave clear in general. So he really put his team ahead on experience and then go do the team fights.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'm not surprised to see Massive Whiff pick up Dahaka at the #1 spot. He's really strong on this map. Alex Straza
wait
coming
is
out,
over.
and Cassia. So the Alex Straza, known pretty well on this map. Her healing is really, really good in general. Either ultimate you take is really good. It works really well in this map. Popping Dragon for the Shrine is great. However, with that being said, Deckard Cain can move into
Vanquish the weak.
the Emerald Gem, and it
My
really
blades
suppresses a lot of that
arose.
healing. And they're going to go for the Jaina and the Sonya. Great wave clear, great shrine clear on the side of 10 armor.
Yeah, Sonya can really hold her own in any case, really. I haven't really seen anybody to be a super counter to her. Yeah, sure, there's some people who could barely win lanes against her, but she could... If you're a high skill player, you could overcome any situation with Sonya.
Yeah, and so we're going to go into game number 2 here. Murden picked up for Massive Whiff. Again, both teams just really picking some solid comps, you know. They're both, I really don't know which one I would say is better. They both look very strong, very standard, but both very strong comps, you know. It's really just going to be a test of skill and see who comes out on top.
Think we're going to see the Pyroblast? KT?
I'm going to bet Phoenix. I'm going to bet Phoenix. The shrine clear and zoning from Phoenix is just too strong in my opinion. I'd be really, really shocked to see the fireball of death come out on Kael'thas. Jaina has a way to get away from it. You know, you can't kill Johanna with it. Sonya you could do something too, and then Phoenix, if played right, can teleport out of it, but
yeah, there's no really anybody going to be in the front line that will be affected by it.
I think the zoning is the way to go, and the damage from the Phoenix. They're really looking to commit to those. All right, here we go. Going into game number 2. On the left-hand side, we have 10 armor with the Dragon on Jaina, Yummy Cupcake on Phoenix, Dagny on Johanna, Lampico on Deckard Cain, and Jestrin on Sonya, looking to make this a 1-1 series. And looking to dominate 10 armor is Massive Whiff with Ruben Ripper on Alstraz, Demelelu on Muradin, Mama's Beat on Kael'thas, Sane on Cassia, and Kaina on the Dahaka.
I do like Ruben the Ripper. Maybe we should change his name.
Yeah. How do you think that name is pronounced? Demelelu? I don't. It's like some weird Hawaiian name. I don't even know what that is.
I cannot even attempt to say what it is.
Demelelu. Demelelu. Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright, teams just testing each other out here. The Phoenix has gone straight to the top to start the clear, and we've got a pause.
Ruben the Ripper. Well, again, we see, oh, they're starting up already?
No. They're just memeing.
Okay.
Sorry, I updated the score. I apologize. The score is updated now. So you'll see that score update. We're just waiting on this player to get back into the game here. We have a little pause break for the time being. What were you going to say, Axel?
I was just going to say we're going to see some role changes again from 10 Armor. They seem to do that every single game. I'm not even talking about full series. I'm talking about every single game. They always have a role change, at least from what I've seen from them.
Yeah,
really
it's something that we've talked about on previous games. It's just kind of their thing, right? They just don't abide by the rules of keeping with a person playing a certain role. They just play whatever characters they like, whatever characters they want to. That's just kind of their thing. So
yeah,
that's what they've got there. For their team. They are playing with without their captain tonight, without Dave, who's typically always on the tank role, so he's at least somebody who stays consistent. Lampico typically will play healer, but the other roles definitely get swapped around, so
right.
Yeah. And I'm still just waiting on it looks like somebody was lagging out. So they're looking to wait out a little bit of time here, see if they can get past this lag spike that they're going through. And it looks like they're gonna start counting down.
So it's D Malalu. This is how you pronounce this.
Did somebody help us out in chat?
Yeah. Ryan's Kelly. Ruth's Chris helped us out.
Bruce Chris. Oh, and Kelth's getting a lot of damage out there. Limpico doing what he can on the Deckard Cain to keep him healed up. This is a smart matchup, you know, putting the Phoenix into the top lane against the Haka. Phoenix can win this matchup pretty easily.
Oh, all day. Yeah, you can suppress him. Don't even worry about the taunt, really, to be honest with you. The Phoenix could put so much damage out to Haka. Try to deny him from getting those essence and just put a link on him.
Oh, sorry. I did not switch the... My bad. You guys missed a little bit. Nobody died, so don't worry. I switch us back to the right screen. Teams doing what they can here. 10 armor looking to get the this camp here. Deckard Cain beating these siege minions with a stick.
Look at Alex just coming up by himself.
Alex just jumping in there, no fear. Healer battle going on this camp. Deckard Cain taking a lot of damage. He's gonna be able to heal himself up. He finally goes down. Down goes Alexstrasza though. And this is a little bit of a brawl over this tiny little camp they got going on here.
Yeah, definitely not worth
Down goes the Cassia, but also Johanna and maybe even Jaina. Oh, the jukes come out from Dragon. And he's going to be able to walk away. Sonya not going to be so lucky though. It's going to fall. That was a lot over one little camp there, but hey, they netted themselves, Massive Whiff netted themselves a camp. Couple kills.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta really learn how to back out of those situations. I saw Limpico be really low. He decided he didn't want to try to give it up, and he went in for a suicide.
Alexstrasza came in hot though. Uh-oh, and Yummy Cupcakes is being chased down. He runs up to the top to try to buy some time. Oh, and the interrupt on the teleport happens again, and he gets picked off. That seems like deja vu here.
Yeah.
In game number 2.
It's just one of those things. Is that when you're mixing up the solo laners constantly, or just roles in general, you don't get. It seems like you don't get used to your awareness. Your awareness are on different things, and I don't know what's going on. But if you keep your mind into your previous game, you could get distracted and not see the rotations from an enemy team like that.
Yeah, definitely. 10 armor did get a pick onto the Cassia. However, Massive Whiff is up pretty significantly on this shrine here. They're gonna go in though. They have the dragon is popped. This is a 5v4. Dahaka's trying to clear up what he can in the back. They're gonna try to jump on him to make sure he doesn't get it. The Sonya's going real low though, and Cassie is on her way up, and they're able to net themselves a Punisher. They're also gonna net themselves a couple more kills here. Dragon is falling. Down goes Jaina. Yummy trying to teleport out, but he's gonna get tongued. He's gonna get stunned. He's gonna get
deja
blown
vu
up.
all over again. He was in the
Deja
same
vu
position
all day.
as a minute ago.
Yeah.
He got killed the same exact way.
Same spot, same way. It's like the Dahaka can predict it. Level 7 talents picked up on the side of Massive Whiff. Rest of the team is up here. Sonya went down to the bottom lane. Very unorthodox build coming out here from Limpico on the Deckard Cain, going with the Field Study and Rejuvenation Potion. Can't say that I like that, but hey, Maybe he gets a lot of value out of that extra spell power.
Definitely.
Ten armor picking up their camp. Massive Whiff doing the same thing over here. Cassia taking a little bit of damage though from this camp, but Alex Strauss is going to come over to help heal her up. Both teams capturing these camps. Level 10 almost here for Massive Whiff. They need about 3/4 of a level in order to get there. And it looks like 10 armor's looking for the gank on this Cassia here. First we have... Yep, the root comes out from Deckard Cain, and that's all she wrote. Great gank there by 10 armor.
And they definitely need to push this. I mean, they see that Massive Whiff is pushing bottom.
Yeah.
They have a camp. It is clear. They should definitely push that top line out.
Yeah, looks like Johanna's going to go to the mid for the extra clear. Jestrin gets grabbed by a tongue, it's blown up. That's a 3v1, bud. You're not going to have a good time with that one.
Yeah, it just shows the inexperience of being a solo lane there at the time. It's like you need to know when to back up, and you're going to lose that battle.
10s for both teams. Alex Straza opting with the Cleansing Flame, Isolation for Dahaka, Phoenix for Kael'thas, and Ball Lightning for the Cassia. On the 10 armor side, we have Purification Salvo this time with Leap on Sonya, Blessed Shield, Stay a While and Listen, and the Ring of Frost. A lot of wombo combo on the side of 10 armor. If they can land those ultimates in sync, they will have a really good fight. And there's not much that they can do about it on the side of Massive Whiff, so
yeah,
let's see how it goes. Murden holding his ultimate right now, maybe thinking about going for a
Haymaker. I don't know if he needs it. I feel like he needs that car from the blow up.
I agree. He decided to go with the Haymaker though. They're going in, seeing if they can get a fight going here. Both teams on even talents. Lampico gets knocked out of the fight, but good peels from Destrin and Dagny. Stay a While and Listen comes out, captures 4 members. Let's see if we can get a Ring of Frost out. Oh, we're too late, but it comes anyways. Gets 2 members, but they're a little too low, and they're just going to be able to walk away. A big tongue coming out on Dragon. And down goes Sonya.
That was a beautiful stand while and listen.
It was almost... yeah. It was
so
close.
Beautiful, and then they decided to attack the Murden there. And then that was probably one of the biggest mistakes of that whole situation. But Massive Whiff, being how good as they are, they saw what happened and they took advantage of the situation and won that team fight.
Yeah, you know, it's like I was saying right there before that fight. It's really going to come down to if they can coordinate those ultimates together properly, right? They did a good job getting the Stay a While and Listen, but then there was no follow-up onto the Stay a While and Listen. Mainly because Jaina was being zoned out by the Dahaka, and so she wasn't able to get in there and line up the properly. And it just all came out a little too late, and they weren't able to do what they wanted to, so...
I think my perspective on that is they were just shocked that it got landed that many, and then there was just confusion, who do we attack?
Yeah, possibly.
I think it was very unexpected.
Very possible. They will have a chance to recuperate though. The game's not over yet. Let's see if they can bring it back. They'll have another chance to land this wombo combo that they've got going on. Right now the Haymaker is gonna be pretty good. A spear comes out from Jestrin. The Haymaker knocks him out of the fight though. He's gonna mount up and get back in there. The team is splitting here. Lampico getting into a bad spot. Leap is used to try to peel, and he is successful with that peel. Lampico though, sitting outside the base, doesn't want to get bolted down by those frost. Massive Whiff going up to capture this camp. What are you seeing in the chat?
Not much. People seem like they're enjoying themselves, which is cool. If you got anything to say, notice anything in the game,
Don't at me, bro.
you can at me all day. Go for it. I'll give you guys permission. All day.
Just clearing up here. Level 13 almost acquired here by 10 armor. Then they'll be on even talent tiers.
Yeah, Massive Whiff's doing a good job just dominating the map right now by taking all the camps, pushing the lanes all the way out, getting themselves prepped for the next shrine. I'm kind of curious. Can you scroll to that top camp with theirs? I'm kind of curious. Oh, they're gonna cap it. You know, if I was them, I would hold off on it. You know, they don't need that camp right now.
Yeah,
It'd be better
definitely.
for-
Shrine is top though, so getting value with it right now isn't the end of the world. If they took it while the camp was up, it might. It could have varying effects. I don't know what the proper play is.
It's not. The shrine is not shown yet, so there's no time on it. So it's too early for it to do it.
Big ringer boss comes out, doesn't catch anybody though. The Alex Straza ult, the cleansing flame is coming out, healing his team members up. A big stay a while and listen lands, but they're not going to be able to get too much with it there. Jestrin goes down in the back, and a big silence from Dahaka onto the Phoenix. Ironskin is popped by Johanna to get away, but Dahaka's going to have his tongue up any minute here, and Lampico on the Deckard is going to go down as well. He was caught there in the back, unable to catch up with his team.
Oh, now that they killed 3 members, now they can use that camp that they got.
Yeah, now Jaina's going to go up to go clear this camp. The Phoenix here needs to be careful. I know you want to defend your keep, but that's 5 members of the enemy team with level 16 talent tiers. And they're gonna back out and go straight for this shrine, I'm guessing. Maybe back here for some mana. Haka has just been an everlasting thorn in the side of 10 armor. Just constantly causing them problems. The spear misses, but they're looking for a Dahaka kill here. He's gonna try to burrow. The leap stops it. The root gets is not able to land. He lands a silence onto the Johanna, and they're gonna just spin to win on top of him here. They're able to get a kill. Good pickup there. They've got to go all the way to the top though in order to get to the shrine that Massive Whiff already has a massive advantage on.
Yeah, there we got 25 minions killed out of 40.
They do have a 5v4 here though for the next 20 seconds. Something that they can try to use. All their ultimates except for Leap are up. They need to get in there and do what they can. The dragon is popped. Big root coming out from Deckard. Kel'Thas is getting focused here, but big heals coming out from Alex Straza. Great job by Alex Straza keeping him up. Ball lightning comes out. It is done. Down here in the bottom though. Oh, and down goes Sonya. The 5v4 just not working out, and now Dahaka comes back in, and he's going to be able to get the kill on to Deckard Cain. He's unable to coordinate properly to win that team fight for 10 armor, and Massive Whiff punishes them heavily. Stands up in that 5v4 situation, and they just say, come on, let's do it. Big heal coming out from Alex Straza. That's really impressive. And they're looking to end this game. They've got a big advantage. Yummy Cupcake jumps in and gets absolutely annihilated. The tongue, the root, the stun. Oh, big root, big ring comes out, but it doesn't look like it's gonna matter. John Cena jumps on to Dagny. He's taking a lot of damage. The leap comes out, and they're gonna be able to get 2 members down instantaneously. Maybe even a third. They take out 3 members. Good kills here on the side of 10 armor. They do not want to be done with this game yet. The Dahaka and the Muradin are doing what they can to try to stop or to try to end this game, but I don't think that they're going to be able to finish it. He's jumping, he's jiving, he gets it down to 17%, but it's not going to be over. And now 10 armor has a chance to try to do something. Let's see if they're able to do anything with this advantage that they have.
I don't know what you can really do. I mean, yeah, pick up the camps maybe. Try to push that top lane as much as possible. I just don't know. Maybe I don't think there's anything but try to get 20 at this point on them, you know? I don't think there's just enough time to really push a lane down by the time Massive Whiff respawns.
Yeah, they're gonna see if they can try to get a another pick here if they're able to. Oh, but Dahaka evades them very well there. Oh, but nope. He backs away. Rest of Massive
Yeah,
Whiff
like,
coming up to join him.
yeah, Massive Whiff wants to take this fight.
Yeah, I can't say that I would. They've got level 19. They don't need to do anything. Clear up these camps. Wait until you have 20 to take that team fight. 10 armor grouping up. Clearing up this camp. Gonna get this one too. Kael'thas gets jumped on. Leaped on by Jestrin, but he automatically disengages. Dagny's still searching around to try to find a kill, and he is way ahead of his team.
I don't think they realize that Meriden's not there. This is a good fight for them right now.
Yeah, definitely, but they're not going to commit to it. They haven't yet, at least. The burrow coming out from Dahaka. He's searching for someone in the back line. Dagny's going in heavy onto their enemy back line. Meriden is still top. The big heals onto Dahaka. Big stay a while and listen. Alex Straza trying to keep him up. And 10 Armor is going to walk away with all their health. And oh my goodness, Alex Straza drops in the wrong spot. And she is going to get absolutely destroyed there.
For those who haven't played Alex Straza, you could literally drop anywhere when you're in the sky. And I have no idea why she dropped there.
Yeah, it was an
Could have been a
interesting choice.
misclick. It could have been a misclick. I think she probably was trying to heal and then just
Yeah.
click.
Level 20 acquired for Massive Whiff. Oh, Lampico is in deep right now, though, trying to get peels, and he gets eliminated. Down goes Johanna, and down goes Phoenix to the damage from the Kael'thas. And that turned on its head really quickly there. Oh my goodness, the damage coming out from KT. Big stun, gonna go down. That's probably gonna be game. We'll see if they try to end here. If they're just gonna go for the shrine, go for the safe play here.
They really don't need to, but it does secure.
I hate to see it. 10 armor looked like they had a chance to bring themselves back into this.
Yeah, they have one really good fight in that game.
Jestrin leaps
Massive
out.
Whiff is just too good. I mean, they're just too good right now for them.
Catapult.
Definitely dominating games.
Yeah, definitely. Catapult's building up on the top. Sonya's going to be able to be there to clear them up after she heals in the Hall of Storms. And the Arcane Punisher is picked up on the side of Massive Whiff. There is a keep down here. So they have that going for them. If they could get level 20, which I don't think that they will before this Punisher comes, they still have a chance to defend this. They've got all their ultimates except for Leap Up. Honestly, I don't even know that I've seen Salvo come out. Maybe it's been interrupted. Oh my goodness, and Lampico just taking a ton of damage. John Cena. Demelelelu going in and doing a lot of damage. The Punisher comes in again. John Cena just wrecking. Down on 10 armor right now. But Alex Strauss is going to fall. Murden's going to fall as well. Down goes Phoenix. This is just an absolute ridiculous brawl going on right now. The isolation comes out onto Jaina. The tongue comes out onto Jaina. They're going to be able to pin her down and kill her. The Blizzard almost kills Cassia. But I think the Punisher is just going to finish this one off now.
Yeah, this is going to be GG.
GG. Massive Whiff with the 2-0. Great job by both teams. Really well done. Alright, let's see if we can get somebody from...
I'm going to try to see if we can get an interview here, guys.
Yeah, let's see if we can get an interview going here. I'm going to go into lobby 1. Great job by by both teams.
Hello.
And there we are. Ruben is joining us here from Massive Whiff. How you feeling after that domination, Ruben?
Feel very good. Very
Good.
Yeah.
You guys had 2 really good games. You know, they were out for blood. They wanted to do they were chasing you guys around the map, it seemed like, but you're able to respond pretty well on, for the most part, most of those fights went your way. What were the comms like? What was the, what were the plays being called? Dahaka was a beast in both games. Is that a character that you guys play a lot?
Yeah, I mean, fairly play him a fair amount. He is funny that last fight when he was bot and we were taking the top temple. I guess second last fight, and we saw their whole team was going for him bot, and he's like, "Well, I'll just delay, and you guys can take the temple."
Yeah.
And so I in my mind it's like, "All right, well, he's dead." And then like 10 seconds later, we're like, "Why hasn't he died yet?" like 10 seconds later, like, why is he dead? They finally died. So he was playing really well. Did a good job keeping them distracted, soaking in the lanes, and hitting huge isolations and team fights. Huge all around, real solid for us today.
Definitely. Game number 1, you guys had a little bit of a slow start, but were able to bring it back in there. Was that a team comp thing? Did you just need your level 10s online? What was your feeling from that game?
We have a bad habit of fighting in that choke when the Immortal is spawning on our side, and we're in between the Bruiser camp and that little ridge right there.
Yeah.
And we kept kind of going back and forth where we wanted to bring the fight to them, fight on their Immortal, and that we had such good Immortal clear that we're like, well, we can go fight them on their Immortal and let somebody sit back and clear. But we were at the same time, we're like, well, we have such good Immortal clear, like why don't we just race them? And then the race turned into a team fight in a location we didn't want to be in. And so once we kind of figured out when we should be fighting, where we should be fighting, and after they hit their level 10 and the Planet Cracker combo, and we kind of realized that, and we're like, okay, then we kind of settled down and figured out what we needed to do.
Yeah, the Garrosh taunts onto the Phoenix are really key in stopping a lot of that damage. So well done. You got any questions for him, Axel?
No, I just want to say congratulations. I would give your Dahaka a pat on the back if I were you guys. He was definitely the MVP in my opinion. And it was good seeing you guys be so coordinated throughout both of these matches.
Yeah, thank you, and I will tell him good job.
Any shout outs for yourself before you go?
As always, got a shout out to my wife who's watching at home with my son. And then actually, even though you guys said Dahaka, it was actually his first game with us this season. We had a couple roster changes, so we have a bigger roster to kind of deal with some of the scheduling problems we had last season. So he actually hasn't had a chance to play with us this year, even though he played with us last season for majority of the games. This is his first time playing with us this season. So shout out to him and good job there.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. You have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
All right. Well, that's going to do it here for us tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. Please keep an eye out. Go ahead.
If you guys haven't done so, smash that follow button.
Smash that follow button. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to watch all the NGS matches that are casted by a lot of great casters out there. Please go out, find the casters, follow them. Make sure you tune into these games. It's really fun to watch all these NGS matchups. Round 4, the final round is right around the corner. This is still round 3, but we're closely approaching the end of the NGS season, and playoffs will be hitting us real soon. Keep an eye out. You guys have a good night.
Yo, Paige, wake up! I'm coming to get you right now. We're getting Taco Bell. I'm so lit. Get up! Paige, get up because
I'm so lit right